Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with the latest in the Mark Viner Alkan edition. Alkan, pardon me, whatever you want to call him. I don't really care. And you shouldn't either. 78 minutes, oh my gosh, in 18 seconds. Which volume is this? Does it say? Yes, Complete Piano Music Volume 6. Actually, 7 may be out. I'm not sure because Piano Classics is part of Brilliant Classics, and Brilliant Classics has most of this on CD, but some of it download only, and some of it in the big Alkan edition box, and it's driving me crazy trying to get a hold of the whole set. What I cannot get my hands on is the Grand Sonate and the Etudes Opus 25, or whatever they are, in all the major keys. I just wish they would release the stuff and leave it alone. Maybe someday there will be a box, but of course Brilliant Classics already has a box, largely populated by performances by Vincenzo Maltempo, which are excellent, and so are these. Mark Viner is an excellent pianist. He's done quite a bit of work for Piano Classics, some very interesting discs, actually. But here is one of my favorites so far, because it's got character pieces and grotesqueries. And if there was ever anybody who could do a grotesquerie, it was Alkan. I mean, he was amazing when it came to grotesquerie and pièce de caractère. Yeah, amazing. So what do we got on here? There's all kinds of cool stuff on here. First, the Petit Conte, little tiny tale, fairy tale. And this is a wistful, once upon a time kind of piece. It's absolutely delightful and lovely. Then we've got Poor Monsieur Gurkhaus. It's only 1 minute and 11 seconds long, and he plays it 3 times because it's a canon. It goes round and round and round. God only knows what it is or who Monsieur Gurkhaus was. I think it has to do with pickles. Gherkins. You get that? I don't know. Then we've got this really strange pair of fugues. It's called Jean qui pleure et Jean qui rit. Jean who cries and Jean who laughs. 2 fugue da camera, chamber fugues. These may be transcriptions of instrumental works, judging from the da camera description. The first is a gentle, sad piece. The second is completely insane. It's laughter, but it's crazy. And apparently it uses some notes that weren't on the pianos of Alkan's day. So it may have been purely theoretical. But he plays them, Mark Viner does, and quite well, no matter how crazy the piano writing gets. Then there's the amazing little Toccatina, 1 minute and 48 seconds of Virtuoso fireworks. It's right up there with toccatas by like Prokofiev and all those other people who wrote those, finger-busting exercises in Virtuoso's speed and articulation. These are great. The Capriccio alla Soldatesca, Opus 50, and its sequel, Le Tambour bat au champ, which is just marked as a sketch. These are grim march pieces that describe, the horrors of war. They're really scary, interesting, military, gripping, dark, spooky Alkan. I mean, nobody else was doing things like this at that time. This is why he's sometimes called, the pianistic Mahler, because he goes there. He really goes there. They are remarkable works. And again, Mark Viner plays them with gripping dedication. Then we've got his Fantasticheria, a Fantasticheria number 1 and number 2, which is called Hats Off. I mean, these are strange little works. One of them is over 8 minutes long. It's not such a little work. So they are, I don't know. I've never heard them before. Maybe some of you have. They're remarkable. It's quite indescribable, I think is probably the word. Then we have another duo piece, another diptych, Ma chère liberté et ma chère servitude, 2 petites pièces. Well, liberty is perky, as you might expect. Servitude is a lot less perky. It's sort of like Prometheus chained from the Grand Sonate, only in tiny little 4 minute and 58 second version of it. Then there's a quasi caccia, a quasi-caccia caprice. It's a hunting piece. So I love hunting music, by the way. It's all in 6/8. It's, you know, it has horn imitations and, you know, critters. And, you know, in this one, it looks like the critter escapes, but, you know, you can make up your own mind about that. Then, La Chemin de Fer, the etude, opus 27, the railroad. This is 5 minutes of total, insane, mechanistic virtuosity, and it predates all of the other, like, railroad evocations by like 100 years or something. I mean, it's a scary ride. It's a scary ride, and although it's very interesting, it goes at an unbelievable pace. Now, by the time composers like Honegger wrote their railroad pieces, Pacific 231, the train was a lumbering giant, you know, that sort of thing. But in Alkan's day, we have to remember that nothing had ever gone that fast before. You know, people rode around on horses. I mean, yeah, horses could be quick, but these railroad things, they were mechanical and they were fast and they were dangerous and people were scared to death. And that's what this is. This is the subjective impression of someone who'd never been on a train before, saying, "Oh my God, I can't believe we're going this quickly. We're gonna die. We're gonna die." It really is astonishing, and Viner plays the crap out of it. He really does. It's a terrific performance. And then finally, at the very end, a major work, the Trois Petites Fantaisies, opus 41. It is a major work. They last about 17 minutes for all three of them, ending with they speed up as they go. One, it's assai gravement, and then andantino, and then presto. And Alkan, and presto is more fun than anyone has any right to have. So this is a wonderful disc if you're looking for some really original and different piano stuff. I mean, you know, character pieces and Grotesqueries, the name says it all. And Mark Viner does a bang-up job with it. Now let's see if Piano Classics can make his recordings easily available on CD. I guess you can get them all as MP3s, but, you know, that's like how things work today, which irritates the crap out of me. So keep on listening. Thank you for joining me, and take care.